Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to install a replay mod for Minecraft latest release 1.14.4. I was looking on YouTube and I couldn't really find many tutorials for this for the latest build of Minecraft, so I decided to make one myself so you guys can all see how to do it. So let's get started. First, you're going to click the link in the description, which is this right here, replayedmod.com/download, but it will be in the description, so go ahead and click the first link in the description box below, and it's going to bring you to this page. So on this page, the latest release would be right here. And before we actually download the replay mod, we're actually going to download this Fabric and Fabric API, which is actually going to help us launch the replay mod. So you can right click that and hit open link in new tab, and it'll open it right here, and it's going to bring you to this next page. Now I do have these links in the description, so go check the description box if for some reason this link didn't work, but this should be the correct link to bring you to a page that looks like this. So what you're going to do right now is, it says installation for, and there's all these options. You're just going to hit vanilla, and then don't mess with any of these. Make sure the installer version is on the latest, the one closest to the top. So now that it's downloading, we can minimize this screen right here. And over here we have the Fabric installer. So what we're going to do right now is, you can see that if you do try to open it, it's going to say that it can't be identified because it's from an unknown developer. There's this Apple button in the top left corner. You're going to click that Apple button, and then you can click System Preferences. So it's going to bring you to this page. If you click System Preferences and you start on a screen that's not this, just keep clicking this back button until you get to this, which is like the home screen for everything. So now that we're on this page, we're going to click Security and Privacy right here. And once that pops up, right here you can see that it's saying Fabric Installer, which is what we just tried to open, was blocked from opening because it is not from an identified developer. So we're just going to hit Open anyway, and then Open. Alright, so after you allow it, this little screen is going to pop up, which is the Fabric Installer. You don't need to change anything here. All you have to do is click Install. And once it says done, you can go ahead and close it. And now before we move on, we actually have to launch Minecraft, which kind of gets it all downloaded. So what you're going to notice that's new over here is, in your profiles you have all your latest releases and snapshots, and then you'll have all your other profiles that you've created. A new one is going to be here that is called Fabric Loader, and that's actually the one you're going to want to play on. Now don't worry, none of your progress is going to be deleted or anything like that. You won't have to restart, you won't have to make new worlds, you won't have to add new servers. They will all be in this Fabric Loader profile. So just make sure you have selected this one. It should be selected by default, but just in case it isn't, make sure you select it and hit play. So now it's going to prepare/download/load this Fabric Loader, and it might take a while depending on your computer and all that, and I've had it take up to 5 minutes, but I've also had it be like less than a minute, so it can really range how fast it's going to download. So alright guys, now that Minecraft has launched, the only thing you're going to notice that's different is right here at the bottom it says Minecraft, whatever your version is. I'm in 1.14.4/Fabric. So after this, you can go ahead and quit the game. We just need to do that to download and fully load the Fabric launcher onto Minecraft. So we're going to go ahead and quit the game. So we're going to go back to this page that we were in the beginning of the video, and that currently we have downloaded Fabric. So now we're going to download two other things. We're going to download this main replay mod, and then also Fabric API, both of which are helping launch the replay mod. So let's first download this. We can open the link in new tab so we don't have to go back later. And it's going to bring you to curseforge.com right here, and you can click download. Make sure you do not click the Twitch install, make sure you're clicking download. So once you hit download, it'll say your download will begin in 5 seconds, and when it finishes, a download file will pop up, and as you can see, it is being downloaded now. So now we can close this tab. And while we're waiting for that to download, we can actually go ahead and download the main replay mod, which is like the main thing that we're going to be using. So hit download, and if it doesn't work, you can use the mirror, but it's going to bring you to an ad fly, I do believe. And make sure you don't click any of the ads. It'll look real. It might look like a pop-up, like you need the newer version of Adobe Flash Player, but make sure you don't click it. So as you can see, this is fake. They're trying to make it look real. Just make sure you wait for the seconds and then click skip ad, and then you can go ahead and close that. And then it'll go ahead and download. Right when it downloads, you can close the tab again. It doesn't really matter. Alright, so here's where things get a little bit technical. We can go ahead and close all our tabs. So now what we're going to do next is, what we're actually going to do is we're going to open our Minecraft folder. Now, it is kind of hard to find your Minecraft folder, so I'm going to teach you guys a pretty easy way to do it. You're going to click Finder here, but you're not actually going to open anything. And then this Finder bold text will pop up in the corner since you selected it. And you're going to go ahead and click Go right here. And click Go to Folder. You can also do this by going on your keyboard to Shift Command G, but I just prefer that way. And then it's going to want you to enter a path. So I will have a copy paste path for you guys just to put in the description, which is going to bring you to your Minecraft folder. But in case you just want to type it in without going to the description, you're going to go ahead and do the squiggly line / library / application space support / Minecraft. So again, this will be in the description, so you can just go ahead and copy paste it, but that is what you're going to type in, and you're going to hit go. Notice is that one of the folders is called mods. So we're going to go ahead and open a new Finder window, and you can do that by right-clicking the Finder and then hitting new Finder window. And we're going to go ahead and go to our downloads right here. And in our downloads, it's going to be a lot of stuff, at least for me, because I have a lot of stuff on my computer. But you're going to look for your replay mod files. So as you can see, I have it right here. I have the Fabric API and the replay mod. Now you're probably going to have 3 of these files because one of them is the Fabric installer. But we've already done that. We don't really need that file anymore. What we're looking for are the 2 files we just downloaded, which are the Fabric API and the replay mod, which are these 2 files. Again, make sure you're not looking at the installer because that's going to do something wrong. Make sure we're looking at these 2, the API and the replay mod. So what you're going to do is you're going to actually drag these 2 files into your mods folder. So I'm going to go ahead and just open up my mods folder, and then we're going to drag this into there, and then we're going to drag this into there as well. I can't stress this enough, and you guys are probably really annoyed with me saying it, but I'm going to say it one more time. Make sure you are not dragging your installer file into there. You want to make sure it's the API and the replay mod, not the installer. So now that we've installed all our replay mods and the things that are going to help us launch it, there's one last thing we need to do, which is actually very important, and it is to install an FFmpeg. For those of you who aren't aware of what a FFmpeg is it's basically something that you install which helps you render the video that you've just recorded using a replay mod. Without the FFmpeg, it is going to be impossible to render. Now I know there are so many problems going on where Mac OS users are unable to render their videos because the FFmpeg is not working. So for example, some people will have it installed, but for some reason when they try to render a video, it says unable to render because the FFmpeg is not installed, even though you actually do have it installed. If this is a problem you're facing, leave a like because I'm about to show you guys how to fix it. And I had the same exact problem until I finally stumbled across a way to resolve this problem. This is for Mac users only, so if you're using a Windows or Linux, this will not work for you, unfortunately, and I'm afraid you're going to have to find another video. So you're going to open Safari and you're going to type in brew.sh. I'm not going to put this link in the description because it's really simple, but it's basically called Homebrew. And it's something really easy to install that's actually going to help you install the FFmpeg that actually works for the replay mods. So this is the little code that we're going to actually put into our terminal. And for those of you who don't know what terminal is, it's basically a built-in software programmer sort of thing for your computer, to put it in simple terms. You can access your terminal by hitting the spotlight search button here and typing in terminal. Just click return. It'll be the first thing that pops up, and this is your terminal. So you're going to actually copy paste this command into your terminal, which is going to install Homebrew, which is what we're going to use to help us install the FFmpeg. I'll have this in the description for you guys to copy paste in case for some reason this link isn't working, but it should be working. So go ahead and copy paste this either from the website or from the description box. Paste it into your terminal and just hit return. Now a super long process is now going to begin, and it'll stop throughout the way to ask you to do things. For example, right here it says press return to continue or any other key to abort. This is just to make sure you're continually active. So make sure you're active throughout the process, even though it will be a long one. So we're just going to hit return. It's going to ask for your password, and as you're typing in your password, you're not even going to see any keys move. It's not going to look like you're typing anything in, but just trust yourself that you're typing the right keys. And when you're finished entering, click return. Now is when the true process begins. This is going to run for about 5 to 10 minutes, and just let it run. You'll be able to tell when it's done because your name will be here and it'll ask you to enter another command. Alright guys, so it's been a little bit of time and obviously it's not done yet, but it is asking for my password. So this just kind of goes back to what I said earlier. Make sure you're continually being active on your computer because you never know when it's going to ask for something, and it won't continue installing unless if you finish answering what it asks you. So I'm going to enter my password again, hit return, and it's going to continue downloading and installing Homebrew. Alright guys, so this is how you're going to know when Homebrew has officially finished downloading and installing. So now that we've installed Homebrew, the next step is to use Homebrew to install the FFmpeg that we're going to use to help render our replay mod videos. So what you're going to do is you're going to type in exactly what I'm going to show you. This will be in the description, but I don't think it's very necessary because you guys should be able to just type this in on your own. Brew space install space FFmpeg, and you're going to hit return. And if you type that all correct, it will say installing dependencies for FFmpeg, all these things, and it's going to start installing the FFmpeg. So this is going to take another bit of a while. From what I know and my experience, this second part, installing the FFmpeg, does take a little bit longer than installing Homebrew itself. So again, let this sit for a while and make sure to stay active just in case it asks for your password or something like that. So keep letting this run until you get the text asking you for the next command, which signals that it is done. Alright guys, so it takes about 10 minutes to install the FFmpeg, and now that's finished. As you can see, it is asking me for my next command. That means it is finished. So after this, you have officially successfully downloaded your FFmpeg and all your replay mods and the things that are going to help us launch it, and now we are officially finished. And now you guys can go try out the replay mod. I'm probably going to make a video in the future teaching you guys how to actually use the replay mod, but for this tutorial I just want to teach you guys how to download everything needed to launch it and render the video. So if you guys do go ahead and try to launch Minecraft, use the replay mod, everything will work. If you try to render the video, it will be successful. You don't need to type anything in the command line. All you have to do is hit render video and everything will work out perfect. So I hope this video helped. If it did, please leave a like and subscribe. Until next time, Magic Montage.